How's it going, everybody? I'm the big guy. Welcome to Wrestling Made Simple. We're going to start off, usually, with the news of the week, followed by your SmackDown and Raw reviews, then a Survivor Series 2015 review, followed by early WrestleMania card predictions. You know, I was inspired. Cultaholic did it earlier this week, so I decided why not do it myself and do a little bit of WrestleMania predictions. So we got that going on. Then, of course, we have your WWE drink of the week, one of my favorite drinks of all time. And then we will have a reading from the Book of Rules. Finally, we will have the Battle Droid of the week. I've got everything all set right here in my mind, so you know everything's going to get fucked up. So here we go with the news of the week, starting off with a congratulations to Brian Knobbs, who has lost over 60 pounds. Congratulations to him as someone who has gone through weight loss. I truly understand how difficult it is. It's a difficult thing to get through, and the choice needs to be made by you. I was just talking about this earlier today. It's a decision that can't be made by anyone else. You know, if people come up to you and say, hey, you need to lose weight, that's honestly might not give you the best idea, because that just makes you kind of want to go, fuck you, I'm not listening to you, and you might go eat more. So, you know, when I made the decision, it was a decision that I needed to make to lose the weight. And I know it's a hard thing to do. So congratulations to Brian Knobbs for finally making the choice to live a healthier life and drop 66 pounds. Congratulations to him. And are we finally getting a Matt Riddle versus Goldberg match? Apparently Matt Riddle thinks so, as he says the long-awaited Goldberg match might happen. He said that Goldberg and him have squashed all their beef. They've talked a few times in airports and on airplanes, and he thinks they could get a match and pull one off. No promises, but Riddle is hoping for a 2022 Goldberg versus Riddle match. I would look so forward to that. I would love to see that feud get squashed and have one great match, because I think actually Riddle could pull it out from Goldberg one last time. And your final story this week, has The Undertaker's WrestleMania return been leaked? I believe so, as I actually pointed out on Twitter to Sean Ross Sapp and WrestleVotes, and basically anyone who would listen, that I saw on the AT&T poster, they are basically advertising The Undertaker to appear in Texas. Now, whether that'll just be an appearance, a Hall of Fame introduction, or an actual WrestleMania match, we need to wait and see, as it was believed WrestleMania 36, his Boneyard match with AJ Styles, his cinematic match, was believed to be his last match, but I truly believe he needs to go out in front of the fans. We will need to wait and see if it is confirmed. Again, I'm just going off of a picture I saw of a poster advertising early ticket sales for WrestleMania 38. Tickets go on sale on the 12th. This was advertising tickets for the 10th in early sale using AT&T Stadium code. So maybe, just maybe, we will get a return of The Undertaker at WrestleMania 38 inside AT&T Stadium in Dallas, which is The Undertaker's home state of Texas. So maybe they're introducing him into the Hall of Fame, or it could be one last match. I would love to see one last match with The Undertaker, in my opinion. To see him perform really one last time in front of the fans, I believe he truly does deserve it. I know his Boneyard match was greatly received, but I feel his last match, one, needs to go out in front of the fans, and two, he won against AJ Styles. He is The Undertaker, and he is the old school mentality of you go out being carried on your shield. So I think he needs to lose his last match and pass the torch on to the next person in line to basically carry the mantle of not just The Undertaker, but Mr. WrestleMania himself. So I think we'll get one more match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 38. And that is your news this week, ladies and gentlemen. let's go into your SmackDown review. Friday night, 2 nights before Halloween, October 29th. Let's get it. It kicked off with Charlotte Flair saying she's the most decorated woman in wrestling and the face of WWE. And when the girls back there win the title, tears fall down their face. For Charlotte, it's just another Friday, which was a joke on Monday Night Raw's advertisements of it must just be Monday when you're flying through the air, when tables are getting broken, it must be Monday. So her joke on must be Monday, it was just another Friday for Charlotte. After Sasha interrupted her saying she wants the title back and she wants a shot at the SmackDown Women's Championship, she holds all the women in the back. She holds them all back that they will not let them really move forward, is kind of what Sasha was saying to Charlotte. Charlotte then said she's already defeated Sasha and has no interest to face her again. After this, Shotzi came out and challenged Charlotte to a match, saying she's never faced her and wants a match, and Charlotte accepted. It would be a number one contenders match. If Shotzi won, she would get her shot at the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, during the match, Sasha interfered unintentionally, causing Shotzi the match, and Shotzi would turn heel, attacking Sasha Banks and saying, "You cost me this title, this is your fault," and she would completely beat the crap out of Sasha in the middle of the ring. I don't know what this leads to, since I guess Sasha will take the title off of Charlotte at some point, because she really is one of the only faces on SmackDown Live as a women's champion. She's the only women's face I can really think of right now on SmackDown Live. Raw has all the faces. SmackDown has all the heels. So, after this, Jeff Hardy said he is now back on SmackDown and he wants to make friends and face new opponents and challenge for a title he has never held. After this, Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss interrupted him. Madcap told Corbin a joke while they laughed, and Hardy just looked on in disgust. I was just like, all right, this is what we're doing with Baron Corbin. Okay, I guess back to mid-card. Back to the mid-card, Baron. Back away you go. After this, Adam Pearce came on the screen and said Brock Lesnar will be fined $1 million. Paul Heyman watched with shock and awe on his face as he saw this, and you could see he was just shaking his head because he knew behind him was Caleb Braxton coming out to say, "Hi, Paul, what do you think of this?" And Paul Heyman was just like, "Don't you have anything better to do? I'm not his advocate anymore." "Yeah, but if you were, I'm not. But if you were, I'm not. Paul, I'm just trying to do my job." "Fine. If I was, I would sue. But I'm not his advocate anymore." And he just walks off pissed into the night. It was pretty funny because also before SmackDown, Caleb Braxton dressed up as Paul Heyman for Halloween. And I was just laughing my ass off at that. That was like, if you want to go on Twitter, she is hilarious at it. I was losing my mind as I watched the video. After this, we got Drew McIntyre versus Mustafa Ali. Drew McIntyre basically made quick work of Mustafa Ali, and Mustafa Ali then got on the mic and said the only reason the fans are rooting against him is because his name is Mustafa Ali. I'm guessing we're doing kind of the Jinder Mahal or just anti-American heel now. And that's what Mustafa Ali is, which is actually pretty funny because they cheer Drew, who is not American as well. So, I don't know. After this, we got King Woods knighting Kofi Kingston, declaring him Sir Kofi. And he declared him the hand of the king. I forgot that's what he called him. That is weird. After this, the Usos came out and said they haven't forgotten what the New Day has done, and a lot has changed. They now run SmackDown with the Bloodline, and they want to fight in a trial by combat. The Usos accepted and punched Kofi in the face. Very cool little segment, but it's clear they really don't have a direction for Xavier Woods as King. They're just going to use him kind of as a comedy act and as a tag team, like just tag team talent. It's very clear that they do not have any intention of pushing Woods as a singles competitor at this point. But later in the night, something changed my mind about it, and we'll get to that later. After this, we got a Halloween street fight between Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Books. Sorry to the headphone users. But that is how he says his name, so fuck it. I'm going to do what I want. This was just kind of a really cool street fight. There was bobbing for apples. They would put jack-o'-lanterns on people. And as Shinsuke was going for the King Shaza, he was attacked by two masked men with kendo sticks. Happy Corbin would pick up the win. And after the masked men would take off their masks to reveal it is Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Smiling, I guess Happy Corbin now has a happy little faction. Congratulations. After this, we got Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. And with special guest referee, Sonya Deville. That's right, Sonya Deville will be the special guest referee for this match. It ended very quickly. Naomi got in some offense, went to roll up Sonya for a 1-2, went to roll up Shayna for a 1-2-3. Sonya didn't count it, and Shayna rolls her up for a very quick, which seemed like a second, but basically Sonya called 3. That's it. She basically had her hand down one time, 3, end of the night. Shayna Baszler wins, after which Naomi attacks Sonya, but Shayna choked her out and left her lying in the ring. And finally, in your main event tonight, we got the New Day versus the Usos. If you haven't seen it enough, it's happening one more time, this feud. The New Day were able to pick up the win over the SmackDown Tag Team Champions with Xavier Woods picking up the win and pinning the Usos. This is what may lead me to think, okay, maybe they'll do something after this. Maybe they'll have them feud for SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And then Xavier Woods will go on to have an Intercontinental Championship run, something. If they give Xavier Woods an Intercontinental Championship run, that could be the best thing for his career besides winning the King of the Ring. Finally, the New Day could say they're all Intercontinental Champions, and they've all had great singles gold. The Intercontinental Champion is the workhorse of WWE, and it's in the rightful hands of Shinsuke Nakamura right now, who is the workhorse in WWE. But if they put on Xavier Woods, I would not argue that at all. And that's how SmackDown ended that night. Very good SmackDown. It definitely had its low moments. Now, I am a WWE fan for... There's difference between WWE and AEW. And I'm going to say it right now. I'm not bashing on AEW. AEW is a great promotion, and I like watching it. I don't review it on this channel because I feel that would be detrimental to all the audience and to AEW fans, because I'm more interested in why people are fighting than what's going on in the fight. I don't know all the moves. I'm not a tag team fan. I like it when